Yo everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to be reacting to my games during week 14 of the Geoguessr World League. We had games against Oscar, aka Zigzag, and Yannick this week. For the Zigzag game, I'm sure many of you might have noticed that I did not play too well. Which, I was slightly sleep deprived, but I got a nap in between the other games. So yeah, this is a bit of a shambles. It's not many good decisions were made throughout this game. Yeah. But yeah, we have the Green Possum Guard, we have Marina Island Ferry Terminal, and there is a town name somewhere else. Oscar has road signs. What was the town name again? I'm like, the ferry terminal was east of us, so I knew we were east coast, but it didn't look like we were on the coast. But yeah, I probably should have found the town name. But yeah, 300 points, nothing major. Then round two was Chile. This was like the only round I did like fine in, I think, because I found graffiti saying Klama on it. I think if I recall, I'm checking buses, but nothing on the buses. But this graffiti here said Kalama, right here. So yeah, instant Kalama. I mean, yeah, it's not too hard of a region, I guess. Though I think Oscar clicks next to Kalama, but I don't think he had anything. But I think he just hedges west of Kalama, which is a pretty good hedge. But yeah, good guess for me though. 363. So yeah, even duel going into round three. Then we get an urban rush around. Yeah, I don't know. Not my favorite kind of round, especially not my favorite kind of rush around, but yeah. Yeah, both of us find nothing, I think, unless Austria found something. I found like a bilingual street sign. Um, but I fumbled and misremembered which language it was. So yeah, in hindsight, my guess is pretty bad with what it looks like, but I found something that's bilingual at least. But yeah, bilingual with Gen 4, like you consider Komi and you consider Kazan. Um, and I went Komi, but I probably shouldn't have sent Komi with like the tram line going down the middle. But yeah, Austria hedges Moscow, Nizhny, Kazan area and does 2,000 points. Then we get an Italy sign. And I get Perugia on the sign and forgot where Perugia was. But I think when I was reading it, I read Perugia, which might have made me forget where Perugia is, or Perugia. But Perugia is covered by the label. It's a massive city, but yeah. Kind of trolling. I'll just show you Perugia. It is here. Yeah, I should have done that. And then the other one, or Rivetta, maybe I should know that as well, but it's not as big. But yeah. Next round here then was Philippines. Yeah, he sees coast north. He understands because we have Luzon tuk tuks, I think, which I didn't even look at, because yeah, I'm not the most locked in. Yeah, I think there's tuk tuks, right? I don't know. I see Ocean North with something across the way, so I'm like maybe somewhere. But yeah, I mean he was winning before that anyway, so it was fine. Yeah, rough start. The no move is even rougher, so be prepared. Oh yeah. Happens. We'll skip forward until the game starts. Then yeah, Taiwan. Yeah, I mean, full paint, not too interesting. But yeah, I just clicked somewhere in the mountains because yeah, I don't know. I'll just skip this because it was a boring round. The next round here is a Chile round. Oh, the prediction. You don't hear the noise, but there was like a weird noise that happened. I was like, what's happening? But yeah, I forgot to mute the thing. But yeah, the prediction noise. Yeah, it's like, what did it say? So, I averaged 4.7k in no move Chile. Okay, I might be the goat. We'll take it, I guess. And yeah, he goes a bit south. I go a bit north of the block. I'm briefly looking at San Pedro de Atacama because it's 2024 coverage, but I decided to stay where I was, and it was a good guess. Slightly below my average, but it's fine. Then we get to the next round, Philippines round. Yeah, don't really know what I'm doing here because I hedged for Mindanao with northern tuk tuks. And they're probably Luzon tuk tuks to be honest. But in hindsight, they're never Mindanao, and they could maybe be Samar, but I should be hedging Samar Mindanao or Samar Luzon here. But I'm hedging for Mindanao when the Tartuk is literally never Mindanao. So yeah, that was a good one. Yeah, I don't. This game was rough. But it happens. Anyway, yeah, he's in Sorcegon. I am in the water. But yeah, 2x multis. So yeah, nice guess from Oscar there. I mean, to be fair, look southern and Luzon Tartuk, so Sorcegon area makes a lot of sense, I would say. And then we get a Taiwan round. It's very faded yellow lines, but definitely visibly yellow. Which I kind of trolled. I mean, like, oh, this is poor form for me. Like I just saw the bike on the left and was like, oh, I guess we're driving left. But I of course considered Taiwan because the lines looked more yellow. Like I'm looking at the lines, and I'm just like, are they yellow or are they white? But we have oil palms, which is like with the thing on the left. I think without the bike facing us on the left, I would have went Taiwan. But yeah, I just wanted to go to bed, and I did go to bed as soon as yeah, I left the game. But yeah, rough one. Definitely my worst performance so far. But yeah, I was not there. There's a storm going over. Well, there was a storm going over Cork. Saturday night, so the wind was going, and yeah, I just didn't get to sleep. So that was fun. Yeah. I mean, Oscar played very well. To be fair, like he didn't really make a single mistake. Trying to think, did he? Yeah, I mean, yeah, I don't think he had a single mistake. I guess the Chile he went a bit too far south, but it wasn't a bad guess by any means. So yeah, I mean, not sure if I would have beat him in top condition, but would have at least been closer, and I would have liked to maybe get one game off of him. But yeah, Area 1.5, we are not. We'll put it to 1.5. Okay, we get a Wyoming round, and we have Wyoming Bollards, or Wyoming or Colorado Bollards, but doesn't look like Colorado really. I feel like slightly far west in Wyoming because I was like looking at the mountain, but it's like this mountain here. I thought it might be like these mountains here, but yeah, 440, not the worst for round one, but yeah, not good either. Oh, the audio just cut in, so I mean you don't hear that because I got it muted. So I'm currently listening to Spotify as well, but yeah. Okay, we got an Indo here. I wasn't sure if it was what's it called? Bangladesh. Like my very first thought was Bangladesh. I was like, it's probably Indo. But yeah, I mean, all I'm looking for is a pull here or a cab because cab patterns do show up, and like it's clearly north coast with like the flat and the rice fields. But yeah, we end up going the exact same place in Central Java. I definitely considered. Okay, I just got a phone call, so I will cut there. Anyway, we have a Brazil round. And yeah, he finds. I assume there's an area code on this because he intercepts, or maybe it's just an address saying Blumenau. But I didn't see that. And I very quickly, or very last second, got a phone number. On this it says 47, and I've just in time get into Blumenau area. But yeah, I end up plonking the suburb. Yeah, or the side city. I don't know if it's a suburb, but yeah. Then we get a pre-round. And I'm looking at trucks to see if there's anything on the trucks. And I get to this, looking for stuff, and then I see on this, it says Oxapampa, which is somewhat, I mean, it's a pretty small town, but like, it's like, for Peru standards, it's like big enough, I guess. So it's like, it's on label, basically, Oxapampa here, which I was familiar with. So yeah, that was good, to recognize. I mean, it's not like too big, to be honest, like, it's pretty good knowledge to know, I feel. He got kind of unlucky because his line here has Quilazu, Huancabamba, and Malam Pampa. So yeah, Huancabamba is actually here, which is obviously not where Oxapampa is. But if you zoom into Oxapampa, there is a, where is it? I was looking at it afterwards. It was like in here, so Malapampa and then Huancabamba's here, yeah. So these were the three things he got: Qualazu, Huancabamba, Malampampa. Qualazu is kind of findable, like it shows up basically at the same time as Oxapampa, just one team level in, but it's not as knowable, for obvious reasons. It's a bit smaller. But yeah, he might have been thinking of this Huancabamba and been like, oh, that sounds so familiar. Where is it? Because this one's pretty big. But yeah, be unfortunate for him. Maybe he would have known Oxapampa if he found it, but he got like a fake playstyle, which is rough. But yeah, he's scanning. I assume he's one zoom level in, but I don't think he's far enough in to see Quilazu, so yeah. label was the 5K. But we do 3,000 points because yeah, I probably would have won Tarapota if I had no info. So yeah, his guess definitely makes sense. Then we get an Ecuador round, and I absolutely threw this round so unbelievably hard. It's insane. Yeah, I was still tired. I napped in between games, but I still wasn't fully locked in. Cope. But yeah, I have like an address here. I forgot where the place name was. Where is it? It's the Grand Hotel, but what? Where? There was a place name. I saw a place name for sure. I'm just trying to see where it was. Yeah, here. I think. Cotocachi. So yeah, as I failed to find this, like I know the volcano. Like I zoomed in this one, but I look at this volcano here. I didn't see it. I somehow zoomed into Otavalo and didn't see what's it called? This. Why is the map like shaking when I zoom in? That's weird. I didn't see like I zoomed into Otavalo and didn't see Cotocachi here. After recognizing the volcano. So I've looked at a lot of Ecuadorian volcanoes. I instantly thought it was this one, but then I switched to looking at this one. I don't know how I didn't see Cotocachi. It is huge. But yeah, I'm a little bit blind, but it's fine. He has signs, but his sign is a bit too messy. Or it just has Museo and Centro. And maybe it says like the province at the top, maybe, but yeah, his sign's not too good. But yeah, I probably should have 5K this. I was very annoyed at myself. Like yeah, I don't know what I'm doing. Like you can see even see it here. Like I knew yeah, I knew the volcano as well. So yeah, unfortunate, but it's fine. Then we get a Japan round, which I kind of trolled, but it's fine. So I thought we had Tohoku bollards, but we had Hokuriku plates. So I was like, okay, I guess we're in Niigata because we have Tohoku bollards, which because Niigata and Tohoku like share things, but I don't think the plate actually fit Niigata. But yeah, that was a lot of points. 2,100. A little bit of a multi-merchant if we lose this because the Peru was 3,000 with only 2 acts, if I recall. But yeah, that's fine. Then we got South Africa, and Yannick, to my knowledge, is probably top 1, top 2, top 3 South Africa player in the world. I'm not sure exactly. We're definitely top 3, to my knowledge anyway. So yeah, he's instantly in the right area looking at roads, because he knows it's Uppington, and yeah, I consider Uppington, but I just played it safe. Maybe I shouldn't be playing it safe, but yeah, like you see, I instantly click Uppington and then move off, and then I move slightly further south last second, but I don't lose too many points. Yeah, 2,500. I mean, I don't lose enough to lose the game, but it's a lot. Really wishing the Oxapampa round was higher multis now, but yeah. This was Ghana. He did Intersense, because yeah, the road is somewhat obvious. I briefly considered another road. So I looked for Bui. It says Bui something. What does it say? Bui Power. I thought that might be a town, but I don't think it is. But yeah, I looked at this road very briefly. I'm like, nope, Bui isn't there. And then I just go here. And I basically plonked the 5K, which is good for the points. Yeah, and then 204 to 878. So yeah, very intense end to the deal now. And then we get Peru. It says Moquegua. On that, he sees Moquegua on this. It says Moquegua like a million times no move, so it's kind of crazy. I probably should have tried the 5K, but I had so I was looking for Samegua outside of it just in case he found it. But yeah, it was just sent on. I mean, I definitely got a 5K if I just bothered to like scan in like for road lines, but I was just looking or road angle. I was just looking for suburb names to make sure I was somewhat close. And then round 10, we get Cambodia. He insta sends, and I'm like, I knew he was gonna insta send. Like it's like yeah, it's like you know. But yeah, I was kind of confident with the mountain site that we were up here. I probably should have clicked slightly closer than I did, but I still can't lose the game if he 5Ks because the points don't work out that I think. But yeah, clutch game there. Could have been was a little bit dicey towards the end, of course, with the South Africa, but you know the Oxapampa was a bit low in multis, unfortunately. But yeah, I think I played well overall. I mean, definitely, yeah, probably could have won on the Ecuador beforehand. Like the Ecuador could have given me like a few hundred more points. And then, yeah, I would have won without the combo stress. But yeah, Urban Russia here, Gen 4 Winter Urban. Good luck. I low key like I'm coping, but like I low key considered Kursk, but we didn't have antenna, so I was like I'm not gonna send Kursk. But yeah, it's just generic Urban. We both really have nothing. He's in Voronezh briefly, which would have been a slightly better guess than where he ended up sending, which is Lopetsk, but he's still closer than me because Urban Russia is not real. I just ended up hedging Lepet's Tambov Penza. I kind of ignored Kursk, so I'm like, he's not going to send towards Kursk, so I'm just going to ignore it. And it was a Legend of Gorsk in Max Northwest Kursk. It's a very cool like road next to the mine in Legend of Gorsk. What song am I singing? Looks like I Love You, I'm Sorry by Gracie Abrams, but I could be wrong. Like that you can tell by the pace of the head bop. Although I'm in 1.5x speed, so maybe I'm wrong by the pace of the head bop. And this round was sad. I mean, it wasn't like it wasn't sad. It could have been more happy, we'll say. But yeah, I instantly went to Bingo, which was my region guess. I just see like this like east-west road going through the mountains in Bingo, and I'm like, okay, this like kind of lines up. But I don't see anything that like fully lines up, and also it's like a main road, so I'm like thinking maybe this is Gen 4, or whatever. But I'm like maybe it's Panoreed as well. So, but then if you look here, so I like give up on this road briefly. I'm like looking here, and look at the town of Iela, which is on the border. And I'm like just looking here, and then look where it is. It's Iela. Like I had the actual 5K. I'm pretty sure. Like I was like this kind of lines up, but I'm not gonna switch. And you can see me smiling. So I'm like, yeah, I had it. But you know, it would have only been what, 300 more points. Yeah, not too much. And then we get Korea. Yeah, never gonna be too many points. Yeah, we both just click label. Well, he's a bit east of label, but yeah, pretty equidistant one I hate. And then we get a Philippines round, which is always scary. Yeah, a lot of Philippines today. Yeah, which is just average Geoguessr Orangey, like 2 Taiwans. This is the third Philippines even. So you know, average Geoguessr Orangey. We've also had 2 Russias already. Which one in the Oscar game, one in the Yannick game. So yeah, Geoguessr Orangey just isn't real. I've been saying this for years. But yeah, it's fine. We both go in the water in Philippines. Then we get a Sarawak round with the Sarawak pole. I really wanted to send Kaching, but we didn't have mountains, so I just couldn't bring myself to commit to Kaching. But like, yeah, yeah, it's fine. Downtown Samatan there, and downtown West Cali even. But yeah, no points there. We both go for similar guesses. Then we get a Turkey round with a very cool mountain. Definitely need to learn that for next time. But we had science here. I could maybe read the phone code, but I just gave up on trying because we get to this sign and it has Sinop and it has what's it called? What's the other town called? Yeah, Castamono. So yeah, I'm like they're on different roads, so I'm like okay, and then I found it's like Dogan something was on the sign. So I'm like okay, we're just here then. If there's a road between the two, and then there's 15 seconds left when I find it, so I'm like there's no point sending. I'm just gonna try and 5K, and then. Yeah, I 5K'd. And yeah, he goes downtown Castamona because I assume he didn't find I think Inabolu was on the sign, and then the other place up here was also on the sign, as well as Sinop, which I assume he didn't find them. But yeah. And then we get a Kenya round, which was very interesting to be honest. Yeah, you'll see what happened on this round. I kind of just thought like I instantly click label area. Just to have to guess in the country. But then I'm like, could it just be Meru Hills? Like it's not Meru Hills, Chilo Hills. I combined the 5K with the wrong guess. It ended up being Meru. But yeah, Chilo Hills, I was like, it's very flat with hills west. It makes a lot of sense topographically to be what's it called here, right? Like I thought this made a lot of sense, right? But yeah, I ended up not being correct. I'm even trying to line up roads. I'm not confident. Well, I'm not fully confident. Like I'm looking around still, but yeah, I probably should have hedged because it's never going to be south of where I sent, but yeah, it ends up being Meru on Kenya label, and it was these hills here. Yeah, I need to learn those hills, but it's fine. We get into round 8, and we get a Russia round, so this is the third Russia of my duels today. And yeah, I'm like, it's southeastern Belgorod. Yeah, everything fit. He instantly starts south, and south was like the thing I was concerned about, but I was like, nah, surely it's Belgrade. He goes Voronezh, which would have kept him a little bit more HP. But yeah, this is unfortunate. The 93 HP, like you can see me like, oh, you can see my reaction there. But yeah, it was a bit unfortunate, I would say. But then we get another upshot. Like you can see he's smiling to himself. He's like, what is this, bro? Because like because even if he survives, like he knows like when he get close probably, and then it's round 10 and he's down 5,600 HP. So I instantly click the white road, and then I like just make sure I just look at the yellow road to make sure there's nothing there, because like he's probably gonna send the yellow road. Because we have B type and we have mountain south, so alt cry makes the most sense. But yeah, I feel like very few people know this white road has coverage, so you know, was you know, the round was my favorite, we'll say, to say the least. But yeah, I mean his guess is fine on the yellow road, makes sense as well. But yeah, I end up getting the 5k. And yeah, unfortunate for Yannick to get those two. But to be fair, like before those two, I was up like what 2,000 points or something. What was I before the Belgrade round? Yeah, I'm still up 2,800. So it's like, yeah, it helped seal the deal, but I was still winning going into round 9. Or yeah, on round 8 rather. But yeah, that was that. GG's to Yannick. Played a bit better in this one, but yeah, it still wasn't fully locked in. But it was nice to get the 3 points back, considering I got none from Oscar. And yeah, I guess we will look at some stats. So shout out to Carnier for this streak. It's his updated points per game with his average opponent played and average opponent yet to play. Yeah, you can see these stuff here. And yeah, like yeah, it's kind of funny this three-way tie at 2.00. So yeah, the remaining games I've got the least remaining. So in theory, they can go down more than me, but they can also go up more than me. So yeah, but it's very unlikely that this will stay exactly 2.00. So it's very close, and if you compare to last week's, this is done by Funnier04, and this is last week, so it's not updated, but maybe it's getting updated at the moment. I'm not sure when it's going to be updated, but you can see Captain went down, Stefan went up, I went down. Yeah, did I go down 0.04? Wait, that feels a bit much, but maybe I did. Yeah. Maybe is this 2 weeks ago? 23 games played up to 25. No, that is right. Okay. Fair enough, I guess. But yeah, I'm down to 2.00, which is fine. Debray's down to 2.042, from 2.136. MK's down from 2.22 to 2.103. So yeah, like this is getting very close. Like this is getting extremely close. Lero and Harrier and Oscar are on the way up. Yeah, Harriers went from, oh no, Harriers stayed the same basically, but Oscar went from 1.7 to 1.8, Lyra went from 1.8 to higher 1.8, and yeah, it's getting very close. You can see average opponent yet to play. I'm still looking good, but I've got Harrier next week, and I've got Kratu next week, which are two relatively high players, being 11th and 17th. I'm definitely above average, based off of that. And do I have anything else to say about this? Yeah, Debray's got still a hard average opponent yet to play, which is good because I need him to go down. And same with Stefan, but then me and Captain have relatively easy compared to the other two. And what else? Anything? Harrier's got relatively easy as well, so he could go up. I'm playing Harrier next week, so that'll definitely be an important game. Should be a fun one. Hopefully I won't get any UK locations. But yeah, MK also can go down, like somewhat harder average opponent have to play than me, so he can definitely go down to 2.0. Or I could even go up, of course. But yeah, as I've said before in previous videos, it's like MK is probably going to get top 3 at the major anyway, so it doesn't matter if he drops below me too much, because it's like if like in the case that MK drops below me, it helps the best case scenario and it helps the worst case scenario, but it doesn't help the average scenario. It's like the best case scenario is, in theory, if MK doesn't get top 3, then he's below me, and then let's say someone like what's it called? Let's say then Moo and MK both don't get top 3, and then let's say Orlando gets 15 points, Radu gets 40, and then someone gets 25. And let's say the person gets 25 points and that isn't enough to pass me, then there's only one person from the Americas above me instead of 3. So that's like the best case scenario, which is quite unlikely because you know, I expect MK or Moo to get top 3, probably both of them. But yeah, I'm still expecting, no matter what, if MK drops below me, it's still probably going to be 3 people above me, being MK, Moo, and Radu. But yeah, Lero and Oscar are on the way up. They're definitely going to be within 15 points of me by the end. So yeah, I expected those two to be above me. But ideally, one of them, yeah, ideal, because it's like, because Sheena's he's 0.3 points behind me, which is 12 points per game, or 12 points like across 40 games. So in theory, if he drops to 15, then no one can, like, if one of them gets 15, yeah, it's the math is, it's like hopefully only 2 people in APAC pass me instead of 3 is what I'm trying to say. But we'll see. Maybe Leo or Oscar won't even get top 3, and then that helps me a good bit. Because but yeah, we'll see. And then also, yeah, EMEA is very, very close, as you can see. Like, this is insanely close. Like, 4 people within 0.04 of each other is kind of crazy, and 3 people on the exact same points this far into the league is kind of crazy. But we do have somewhat differing opponents scheduled. But I mean, me and Captain are somewhat similar, and then Deborah and Stefan are somewhat similar. But yeah, that is a fun one. That is going to be a fun one to watch. And then what else do we have? So we had this. So yeah, shout out Funny04 and Crania. And then also there is this, which is also done by Funny04. He's got this, or they've got this spreadsheet, which is like there's a bunch of stuff. I'm just only going to show some of it, but yeah. So my weakness is Japan, where I'm 37th in the league on average Japan round, which is quite impressively low. And then USA, which I don't actually see what the number is, because of this. Let me make. I'm not saying that I can't make a copy. But yeah, you can see the move, no move NPC. And then yeah, I guess we can even see it on this. So we have a bunch of stats here. Wait, what's rounds played per country? How much in Russia? 16. Indonesia 17. Bro, come on, like Brazil's 23. That's fine. Australia's 26. Okay. USA is 25. How is USA lower? Okay, whatever. I don't know how USA is lower than us, but yeah. It happens. Anything interesting? Yeah, like you can see like my overall win rates. I need to work my Bangladesh apparently. I mean Belgium's too small to care about. I'm the NMPZ Belgium goat though. I mean the NMPZ Belgium game was against who? Wait. I went to Czechia and they went UK. Who what? Wait, who was it? Huh? Fly Me. Yeah, it was Fly Me. Yeah, I was gonna say I was completely fumbling, trying to remember it. Bhutan, I'm the goat. Botswana is fine. Yeah, and this is like not updated to this week, so that's why the moving Cambodia end isn't here or whatever. And then yeah, let's go to Russia. So yeah, yeah, I'm not the best at Russia. This is me, right? Let me just make sure. Yeah, I'm just making sure because you know, I was hoping I'd be better at Russia, but apparently I am not. Yeah. Anything else interesting? Thailand, kind of surprising. USA average, that's fine. Considering it's big. Australia could be better, but yeah, I need to work on my NPZ. Australia 1-8 is kind of crazy, but that's fine. Anything else? India looking decent. Indonesia, yeah, expected. To be fair, some of those times against Kansas. So Ireland, we bring the boom. Yeah. Anything else? Never gotten a Lithuania yet. Okay. Malaysia. Okay. Luxembourg, tough. Peru's going well. Poland, sure. I mean, I remember Poland running against Crowley. I don't know what other ones we've had, but yeah, Qatar. I remember the one against Radu that I 5K'd no move. But yeah, I mean, there are the stats. We can look at average damage per country. Botswana moving is good apparently. I assume this is pre-multis as well. Maybe I'm wrong. Yeah, I mean, 1,000 in Poland is pretty good, but I'm assuming that's only one crowning round. I remember our game against Armani, there was a lot in Thailand, so that makes sense, I guess. Yeah, what's Russia? Minus 205 on moving. I mean, there was the Fly Me incident, which makes sense. And then, yeah, NPC we will take. What caused the NPC? How am I so much higher in NPC? What did I cook? I don't know what I cooked in NPC. Yeah, I'm not certain. And then yeah, average score per country you can see as well. Yeah, me when I'm better at no move than moving Russia. It's fine. And then there was this page which is done by Crania. So we've got the like moving ranking, no move ranking, NPC ranking, overall ranking. So yeah, I'm 15th in moving, which yeah, I feel like I've been playing bad in the moving compared to what I'm expecting to do. But no move, 7th, we'll take it. And then NPC 20th, which overall puts me 8th. Yeah, Captain and Stefan are doing a bit better than me. Yeah, especially I guess NPC is bringing it. Is the main thing, but doing that. Then anything else interesting? Contest best NPC player. That's my goat. You wouldn't expect it, but I mean he's 331. It's like yeah, like think he's 143, 331, 418. I mean makes sense. Debre's doing very well. Debre's second best no move is kind of crazy. Yeah, I mean he got multi-merchant by Blinky this week, I would say. So yeah, maybe he's getting a little bit unlucky based off of his overall rank being 4th. Anything else interesting on this? I mean, yeah, I mean moving around in yeah, I mean decent. Yeah, no, I mean the no move is good, of course. And then I'm not sure what the rating actually means. Um, like yeah, how's overall like it's not the average of the three, so and it's not the sum of the three, so I'm not sure what it means. Yeah, can I? No, I'd have to. Yeah, I don't have the formula in this. Hmm, maybe to expand it. I'm not sure. But yeah, shout out to Crania for the stats and shout out Funnier04. Was it? What was their name? Um, Funnier04. Yeah. And yeah, I have games against Crash 2 and Harrier next week, as I said. So yeah, make sure to tune in for them. And yeah, that will be it for the video. Hope you enjoyed. Thanks for watching. Bye bye and peace.